The Joker doesn't want to get caught this bad. This is Trump's idea of three-dimensional chess. I will distract you from impeaching me by committing more crimes. It's like he comes home and Melania says, "That lipstick on your collar," and he says, "You should see my dick." And you know, as acting chief of staff Mick Mulvaney had the nerve to say that, you know, they looked all over the world for all over the country for the best spot for the G7 meeting, and you know, it was just perfectly logical that it would be there. It wasn't because he was Trump. He said it's almost like, he said, almost like they built this facility to host this type of event. He said, when he was reached for comment inside of Trump's ass. And you know, of course, putting it at Doral was Trump's idea, and once Trump gets an idea in his head, it never goes away. Unlike his casinos, his wives, his hair, and the Kurds. Oh, the Kurds. Good news, we finally found someone in the Middle East to greet us as liberators. Bad news, it's ISIS. We let a lot of the ISIS people out. But if you haven't been following this story, Trump last week gave Turkey the go-ahead to invade Syria and kill all the Kurds. And then he got mad that they went and did so. So he asked Mike Pence this week to interrupt his busy schedule of standing in the background and go to the war zone. And you know, Mike Pence is not afraid of a war zone. When he sees someone kneeling at a football game, he runs like a little bitch. But war zone doesn't bother him. So Mike Pence was sent over there to the war zone to deliver Trump's message to the Kurds. And that message was, hey, you know that war I just started? Okay, we're going to skip to the end. You lost. And Mike Pence said, I'm declaring a ceasefire, which means you get to run for your lives while the Turks reload. I'm sorry, did I say ceasefire? I meant grease fire. This has got to be the ultimate if Obama did it, right? I mean, we are bombing our own equipment there in the Syrian desert. We just lost Syria. Syria is now being taken over by Russia, Iran, and ISIS. Trump has created the only place in the world that is more anti-American than Berkeley. And so Wednesday, he has Pelosi and Schumer into the White House to talk about what the fuck are you doing in Syria? And he has a meltdown because Nancy Pelosi said, all roads with you lead to Putin. Trump said, how dare you accuse me of having a plan? I'm telling you. When your shit is too crazy for John Bolton and Rick Perry, because that's who quit in the last week. You got Perry today, Bolton about a week ago. Bolton got wind of what they were doing in Ukraine and said, fuck that. He said,